Hey guys, doing a really quick recording. I'm doing this February 12th, 2025, and I want to draw your attention to something, and hopefully I'll push the right buttons. Let's hope I did. All right, so got this email from ICAN, and it's a fundraiser. Okay, fair enough. Fauci lied, got it. The CDC lied, got it. The New York Times lied, got it. And now they're finally being exposed. Yes. Uh, I won't go into the specifics of their claim here, but here's the problem. They're leading with COVID came from a lab. Okay. All right. Now the other things they're talking about, masks never worked. Correct. 6 foot distancing was a total fabrication, which by the way came from a guy at Yale University. We know his name. He should be named every time this comes up. And the COVID-19 vaccination made infection more likely, not less. That's great. Here's my problem. They're leading with COVID came from a lab. All right. Now, yes, the US and all other countries that have money to burn spend a lot of money on biowarfare. That's a fact. I think last time I looked, there were at least 10,000 people, either worldwide or US, I can't remember, full-time employed making bioweapons. By the way, that's what gain of function means. It's a euphemism, which should be stopped. Everybody that says gain of function needs to stop it. It's weaponizing viruses that, or trying to weaponize viruses and bacteria. That's what gain of function is. Okay, let's stop using the wrong language. So that's number one. I'm not debating with anybody that these bioweapons programs exist. Okay, I'm not debating that Fauci is a liar and a criminal and took US federal funds and sent them to a military weapons development lab, a bioweapons development lab in Wuhan, China. Not debating that. However, the science is not clear that that COVID came from a lab. Okay, and I'm extremely concerned that a group with this level of prominence and this level of influence is making this statement their lead. Okay, you want to make it lower down. Now, there's something even more important here, which is why I'm sharing this with you. What's not on this list? What's not on this list are the hospital protocols that appear to have killed tens, if not hundreds of thousands of people. There is a book about it. It's called What the Nurses Saw. Thanks to our good friends at CHD TV, there is a film about it. It's called Vaxxed 3. There are millions of Americans that experience this by watching loved ones be killed. Okay. I don't know why ICAN is behind the curve on this. It's not good, right? So you have the power, some of you may be donors to ICAN, to write them and shake them up. They need to start covering the hospital deaths. Okay. It's way past time. What the nurses saw is a year old plus. The excellent film by our good friends at CHD TV is many months old. And they did the diligent work of interviewing the families. I interviewed the nurses, they've interviewed the families. And we could never in 20 years of work interview every single family that was impacted by these medical protocols who had their loved ones either severely injured or murdered. And I use the word murder, it's in the book, and there's a reason I use the word murder. So this is not new information. This is not undocumented information. And it's far more important to get this into the public eye than it is to be talking about it came from the Wuhan lab. That's my opinion, but you may agree with it. And if you agree with it and you have some influence, or even if you don't think you have influence, write ICAN. Tell them they need to read the book, What the Nurses Saw. They need to watch the film, Vax 3, and they need to, at a minimum, add the medical protocol deaths to their list of things that we need to go after now. Okay? Anyway, that's it. Thank you very much. Thanks for all your support. The book's doing well. The word is getting out. Would be helpful if groups like ICAN would assist and groups like the Brownstone Institute. But they'll come along eventually, but sooner is better than later in this case.